Welcome to Dr. Fred Markets. This is not financial advice. While most people ignore what's happening in the markets, a few choose to pay attention. And that difference, that simple choice to stay informed, changes everything. You're one of them. Let's get into it.
Your favorite singer makes more stable cash flow than your 401k. Music royalties are stealth blue-chip bonds with better gossip. Let me show you the receipts. In 2020, Hypnosis bought 50% of Neil Young's catalog for about $150 million. Why drop that kind of money on a guy your kids think is a guitar plugin? Because that catalog had a documented multi-decade cash stream from radio, streaming, film syncs, and ads. Not ideas, not vibes. Contracts, plays, and checks. Then Blackstone stepped in with a $1 billion partnership to buy even more music rights. Not crypto bras, not TikTok traders. Literal king-of-the-world private equity saying, "You stream, we skim." They want boring, predictable yield backed by people humming the same chorus for 40 years straight. Warner Music's own filings show catalog tracks. Old songs, not new releases, deliver the majority of streaming revenue and are more predictable than new hits. While you panic over quarterly earnings, Rihanna's Umbrella just clocks in another day at the office. Rain or shine. Here's where it gets spicy for you. The American Music Awards last time crowned winners with insane streaming velocity. Artists like Taylor Swift, Drake, Bad Bunny, and Olivia Rodrigo. Awards don't just hand out trophies, they reroute future cash flow. Streams spike, sync demand rises, licensing fees jump, and every bump in replay value fattens the royalty owners, not the fans. Now zoom out to today's macro chaos. Oil is swinging on Middle East drama. USO is down nearly 3% while you're refreshing war headlines. The S&P spits out a small gain, Nvidia wobbles, and everyone's glued to geopolitics like it changes their rent tomorrow. But the cash from you looping that breakup anthem tonight? That cash doesn't care who bombed what. Cliffhanger. Wall Street already knows this, and they're quietly buying the song stuck in your head while you doom scroll. Here's the connection everyone misses. Music royalties behave like mini inflation-linked bonds with free upside from culture. Mechanism number 1. Streaming turns every song into a meter. Every play on Spotify, Apple, YouTube is a micropayment. As long as humans crave background noise at the gym, in the car, at work, the meter keeps running. Not growth story. Actual recurring revenue, trackable down to the 4th decimal. Mechanism number 2. Demand is inelastic. When oil spikes, people drive less. When food prices rise, people switch brands. When the economy turns ugly, people still binge playlists, maybe even more. In past downturns, entertainment spend holds up far better than discretionary junk. You cancel the fancy gym, not your $9.99 music sub that anesthetizes your commute. Mechanism number 3. Catalog ages in dog years of compounding. Every sync into a movie, ad, TikTok trend, or video game is new life.
Let's pause for a second. Ask yourself this. Do you really understand what's happening in the markets right now? Do you know how this affects your money, your savings, your future? Most people don't, and that's exactly why you're here. Let's keep going.
One viral scene, one meme, and a 20-year-old track prints a new royalty wave. No new factory, no extra capex, just the same file, resold to new eyeballs. So what do the headlines today actually say in plain English? While everyone obsessively trades war risk through oil and indexes, the real quiet winners own cultural IP that doesn't bomb, doesn't negotiate treaties, and doesn't file for bankruptcy. The Iran strikes sent oil traders into another twitchy day. Rihanna's checks didn't flinch. Drake's checks didn't flinch. Taylor's checks got bigger every time you replayed Cruel Summer in traffic. The surprising fact you weren't told, for big catalog owners, your heartbreak playlist behaves like a utility bill. This is not financial advice, but here's the truth. If your entire portfolio lives in war-sensitive commodities and momentum tech, you're hooked on drama, not cash flow. 3 concrete things you do with this. First, learn the structure. There are 2 main layers: publishing rights and master recordings. Publishing equals the song as composition, melody, lyrics. Masters, the actual recording. Both generate royalties from streams, radio, TV film syncs, public performances. When you hear catalog sale, someone's offloading decades of those future checks in one lump sum. You're on the wrong side if you're just the listener. Second, find the access points regular mortals use. You don't need to buy Taylor's catalog. Look at public royalty-focused vehicles, and listed music companies. Crowdfunding platforms that sell fractional royalty slices of individual songs or catalogs. Royalty marketplaces that publish historical earnings per track, so you can see if you're buying a one-hit wonder or a steady earworm. The move is simple. Compare the royalty yield, last 12 months of payouts divided by price, to your bond yields and dividends. If a track or fund pays a stable 6 to 8% in a world of 4 to 5% bond yields, that's not cool. That's a data point. Third, apply brutal filters. Ignore hot new artist. Demand a multi-year royalty history. Look for at least 3 to 5 years of consistent annual payouts. Revenue not dominated by a single one-off sync. Heavy share of income from streaming and radio across multiple regions. You're not buying a vibe, you're buying a cash machine wired to human nostalgia. In a week where people stare at missiles and oil futures, the real adult move is to ask a different question. Who gets paid every single time the world tries to escape this nonsense with a song? You know the answer now. Your playlist is someone's balance sheet. This is not financial advice, but it is the truth. If you learned something, don't just smash like go read one actual royalty statement tonight. Then come back tomorrow. We'll tear apart the next sacred cow. This is not financial advice. If you enjoyed this video, please subscribe to the channel and check the links in the first comment below.
That's a wrap for today on Dr. Fred Markets. I hope this gave you something to think about, a new angle, a clearer picture, a better question to ask. Remember, this is not financial advice. Do your own research, always. If this video added value to your day, subscribe. It's free, it takes 2 seconds, and it's the best way to support this work and keep it free for everyone. You'll also find every video as a full article on the blog, drfredmarkets.com, and the newsletter is in the bio. I'm Dr. Fred Markets. See you in the next one.